Welcome to episode 4 of the CSS Battle Breakdown, the show where I explain how I complete the challenges on the CSS Battle site. My name is Michael Dawson, your host for this program. Today I'll be showing you how to solve Battle 1, Target 4, Ups and Downs. In a CSS battle, you are presented with an image known as a target. Your objective is to duplicate the target using only HTML and CSS. You are not allowed any images or any outside resources, and every character in your solution lowers your score, even whitespace and comments. My solving process consists of 4 steps. The first step is evaluating the target. This is where I examine the target and determine what methods there are that could be used to create the target image, and which one I will use in my solution. Target 4 is called Ups and Downs. While there are multiple ways that this target could be created, one stands out. It consists of 2 parts. The first is the purple background. And secondly, in front of the background are 3 squares with rounded ends, though they do have different positions and orientations. After the first step is the second, duplicating the target. A theory of how it might work is not enough. It must also work in practice. So we will carefully reproduce the target by following the guide laid out by our theory of its construction. So let's get started with a body tag, and 3 div tags to represent the yellow shapes. Then we will begin to style our elements, first by doing the easy part and giving the body a purple background color. Next, onto the divs. We will make the positioning fixed so that they can be placed where we want them and give them their yellow color. Next, we set the bottom corners to be rounded using our border radius attribute, and make their size 100 by 100 pixels. Next, we need a way to differentiate the 3 blocks, so we will give them some simple IDs of A, B, and C. Next, we will need to position our blocks. We will put the top of A halfway down the screen and 50 pixels from the left side. Since we know that A is 50 pixels from the left and that it is 100 pixels wide, we will place B at 150 pixels from the left. And then we will rotate it by 180 degrees, turning it upside down. And rather than having its top at 50%, B will instead have its bottom at 50%. C is basically the same as A, but 250 pixels from the left, using the same logic as we used to place B. And now it looks about the same, so we will submit. It's a perfect match. We got a score of 608.51 using 404 characters. Now that the code is working, it's time to see if we can clean it up and optimize it. We will see if there are any duplicate attributes or other unnecessary code. We wrote this code pretty cleanly, avoiding many areas where we could have duplicated values using our div style. But there are a few more improvements we can make. First, we will take advantage of CSS's overwriting property, where only the last value set is used. Because of this, we can reduce our positioning code by setting all div elements to have a top at 50%, which means that we only need to override the position on B, which has its top at 50 pixels. In this way, 3 lines of code are reduced to 2. This reduces our character count from 447 to 398 and increases our score from 605.65 to 609.91. Our final step is minimizing our code. This is where we aim for the biggest score gains we can achieve, even if we must throw out all good practices and coding conventions, replacing them with every hack and shortcut we can find. First, we will remove the body tag, as that will be auto-generated. And we will replace the divs with much shorter paragraph tags. We will also replace the IDs on those tags with fake attributes, as that eliminates quite a few characters. We will replace the style block on the body with an asterisk wildcard, giving everything that purple background as a default. Next, we will rename our ID blocks to point to our fake attributes and similarly replace the div style with a paragraph style. For some reason, I moved the position attribute to the asterisk block, which resulted in me having to realign everything. Not sure why I did that, as it does not appear to alter the code length at all. After that, I removed the pixel units from all the styles, relying on them to default to px instead. I removed the unnecessary ending tags and removed the white space and the last semicolon of every block. Now, after submitting, it was once again a 100% match, using 204 characters for 657.23 points. Note that after I recorded this video, I realized that I could remove the identifying attribute of A and move A style into the P style. This would reduce the character count to 198 and raise the score to 660.6. Thank you for watching. I will put a link to the playlist containing this series on the screen here. If you can think of another way to improve the code, please tell us how in the comments below. If you have any questions, you can leave those below as well, and I or someone else will probably answer them. Also, give me a like if you enjoyed this video, and click on the subscribe button to be notified when I release the next video.